Hey, so I'm jumping back straight into another stream, only because this time we are going to go through and re-gear all the heroes. So I'm doing this for two reasons. One, I just want to go through a gearing sort of video and how I tackle it. Also, we've got the Summit Arena coming up, and when I was just going through the gear on my heroes, I realized at points like heroes like Leo, who I was trying out for fun, I've ungeared him now, actually had like a random weapon and a random pair of boots on him that were really, really good. Um, but I'd obviously tried him out, realized he wasn't as good as, well, he wasn't leveled at all, and I stopped using him. So I'd recommend actually doing this is going through all of your heroes and ungearing them every now and again, and then either use the tips that I'm about to give on how to actually gear heroes, or go for it yourself. So for me, I've got three MVP champions that I really use, and those are Mazrani, Serena, and Daniel. Uh, I do actually personally have regrets of not doing EX30 on Daniel first and doing it on Emma, but it's too late now. But not everyone will be able to get Daniel very easily because he was a Christmas event hero, which allows you to get him to Immortal. Whereas with Emma, you can 100% get her to Immortal in end of week two, um, through all the events that they do for Emma. So even though I have regrets EX30ing Emma, for most people, unless there's an event on, well, for everyone, unless there's an event on, Emma will be your best chance of getting an immortal hero early on, and then you can put your EX30 on it. So Mazrani, Daniel, and Serena are my three MVPs. And then the good thing is that two of them need to be geared similarly. Um, then Daniel, and then, well, I'll go through it now, sorry. So, all right, Mazrani first. So, what we're looking for here is the most perfect gear that we can get. By the way, don't do this. Like HP, 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 all in HP sets, a double attack roll. That's actually a good piece. And it's gone for a mix of everything here. This equip all, do not use it. Unless you're super early game and you just smash it through campaign. To actually do this properly, we need HP is the main stat, and that's all we're worried about at the moment. See, really, you'd want HP as the main stat and damage reduction as, actually, we will do that, damage reduction substat, because this may not be as the best way of looking for it, and I'll explain why in a sec. And then we want abundant or vigorous. So we've got no pieces in abundant for that. We've got one vigorous piece. It's HP, it's got one roll in damage reduction. Now, if I cut away damage reduction, we actually have more options here. But in this instance, I think this was the best piece. But what I recommend is just picking out you want your main HP stat. Because if you go and start choosing what secondary stats you want, you won't get to see all the pieces that you could be using. All right, so helmet, same setup. HP. So we don't want crit rate, we don't want attack. We'll have a look at what abundant we've got. Heaps more options. So HP, defense or damage reduction, and then fourth best stat would be XHP. No, because he's got a role in defense, and I do use Mazarani as a tank, and a little bit more defense and HP, that is the best piece. Boots, we're actually looking for damage reduction boots here, because if he was a second or third line healing unit, I would chuck him in HP because he doesn't need to tank as much, and his healing would be a lot higher. But he is a frontline tank healer, so I need him in damage reduction. So main stat damage reduction. So we've got one, we've got two XHP and one defense roll. Just want to have a look at vigorous. So we've got a HP percentage roll here, which is better, and a flat HP roll, and that is terrible. So at the moment, that is actually our best piece. So let's chuck that on. Now I just got to keep in the back of my mind that there is an abundant set here that I can use. It's just not as good as the vigor set. Now this changes up where we're looking for HP percentage substat. So in these top pieces, you won't get any percentage substats. This is always flat HP, flat defense, flat attack. So substat we need is HP. That's the best abundant piece we've got. So if I had something that was like a triple HP roll, that would be top tier. So single HP rolls. All right, so we'll chuck the abundant on because it's a bit more. I've got less of it. Um, that's a good tanking HP set. That's better. So that is my best piece so far. That's even better. Cool. All right. Now, what we can see here is that I've already got too many HP pieces on, vigor sets. So this is going to have to be an abundant piece. That's amazing. That's quite good. But this has got a HP percentage roll on it. And I've mentioned in another video as well, like damage reduction 5.4, 5.4. Just know that sometimes these can be the same level rarity, same roll ups, but different stats. So XHP plus 1. Oh, XHP plus 1, 8769. XHP plus 1, 11.2. So that's got way more of a roll in it. It's like 50% more. Um, but that HP is going to be so much better because it's plus 1. All right, now going back to what I remembered, I have an abundant set here, which is just better to use. So we just got to move that. Looking for the damage reduction one. So the substats aren't as good, but I needed to make the set for abundant. There we go. Cool. Right, got 1.4 million. And the difference is if he was going to be a backline healer, so 1.4 million. If he was a backline healer, I wouldn't need him in damage reduction. So I would be looking here. Still in the abundant set, but flat HP. So 1.4 million. So at about 200,000 HP. But we definitely want him in damage reduction. Cool. All right, so that's my Mazrani gear. An abundant 4-piece set and a vigorous 2-piece set. Cool. Then on to Serena, who's going to be geared very similarly. Just looking for those HP percentage substat rolls. Now this one is not damage reduction, it is HP. So I've got nothing with HP substat rolls, but I don't think I have enough abundant gear or vigorous gear as well to be. I don't have enough abundant gear to be picky, so I think we'll have to chuck on a headpiece. So that's got no extra health. That's got a little bit of extra health. A little bit extra health. So this is the one. Kill. So you can see here I had no option for what pants to wear. It has to be radiant, which means I would have had to swap out the headpiece. So HP plus 1. HP plus 1. So that's a 6.8. 6.8. That's got damage reduction on it, so that is the best piece there. Now we need abundant only. Or rough. HP damage reduction. HP damage reduction is the better one. And only one option there. Cool. Alright, so we've got a abundant set and we've got a vigorous set on. We've got 1.2 million HP. And actually for damage reduction, we've got 76%. And then we've got 80, almost 88%. He gets a lot more damage reduction naturally because of his EX30 weapon. Cool. All right, so that's my healers and my tanks done. Because for the campaign, soul model, that sort of stuff, these guys are my front lines and my healers. So next up is Daniel, my biggest damage dealer in the game. So you need to go through each of the hero's abilities and what it scales, but Daniel is very attack stat oriented. So without going through those skills, all we're going to do is find what the best equipment is to maximize his attack stat. So we're going attack percentage on hero set with a substat of X attack. So in one piece, there's only one option there. 86 X attack, 86 X attack. So what else stats can we get? The next best stat for him is HP. And that's got a HP roll on it. So that's the best piece there. And this one here, obviously I just don't have anything with X attack. So HP double roll, which is not too bad. HP double roll. All right. So we're looking for attack percentage substat. So we got one attack, two attack, one. Oh, I thought it's three. One. So where's the two? So that's the best one. A few options here. So we've got two. So 10.8, 10. So here's a good example again. Same piece, same stats, same rarity and everything, same level. It's just that this kit is rolled up a 10% attack bonus. This is rolled up 10.8. All right, so that's all you need to know for Daniel's gearing. As much attack as possible. All right, so he's done. So my next most important champ, and keep in mind we are coming up to Summit Arena, which is mostly what I'm gearing my guys for. And also I do care about campaign sort of progress, but Emma or Senway is my next best heroes. And I'm going to go Emma. There is when Emma goes into weapon activation mode, she can't crit, and her EX30 actually increases the amount of time that she's in weapon activation mode to the point where she could be in weapon activation mode all the time. So we don't want any crit rate, we don't want any crit damage. We want to gear her exactly the same as Daniel, but Daniel is my more important damager, which is why we geared him first. Because if I went pulled all the best attack gear on Emma and then geared Daniel, I would then have to just ungear Emma and start all over again. So we're looking for attack main stat. X attack substat. I don't think I have any, to be honest. All right. Now ditching X attack. Helmet. So we're just looking for whatever would buff Emma the best next. And if you can't get attack on her, the only thing that she needs is accuracy. So again, I don't want to go into the skills too much, but um, mini bombs. Is it mini bombs? No. Yeah, this one. So in arrow rain, she has a chance to stun based on the amount of accuracy she has. So if I've got anything with accuracy here, that's the best stat for her, and 6 accuracy. Looking for attack percentage substat now. 1, 1, 1, 1. So we've got 7.2%, 6.8, 7.6 is the highest, 7.6. That's also got an X attack roll on substat as well, so that's good. 1, 1, 3.6, 3.2. Cool. Attack 1. Actually, there's a attack 2. I just remember that's the best piece when we were going through with Daniel. Alright, so that's Emma geared. Right, so we've got our healers, we've got our 2 DPS. Still, the most important character to do next is another DPS, which is Senway, and he is also purely attack. So again, go into info, go through their skills, figure out what stats you need for that, and then start gearing. But we're now getting down to the point where I don't have many choices, to the point where I can't even put him in an attack piece. All right, so once we get to this sort of point where we don't have an attack percentage attack stat, set, you're better off um, not trying to build a set and just make sure it's attack percentage 50, because an attack set, which is the hero set, will give you 15%. And the difference between going for a stat, what am I trying to say? Oh yeah, sorry. So the difference between going down a level in equipment rarity, it drops off 18%. Whereas if you drop off a set, and I just go like, what other set could he benefit from? Maybe health. My set bonus is 15%. So the difference, basically, if I do this instead of dropping down the rarity of gear, I'll I'll be 3% up in attack. I don't know if that came across right, but it's what it is. He can't use crit rate at all, and that's quite a good crit rate damage piece if I ever needed it. So I won't put this on him. Accuracy doesn't do too much, so I actually went for that piece because it's the worst of the two. Right, now we just look at the hero with attack percent substat. Attack 1. What I'm also going to do here as well is that because I can get a HP set bonus, vigor set bonus, I'm just going to see if I've got any really good attack rolls, like attack 2. So I'll chuck that on. And now we'll go back to finishing off the attack sets. I think 6.8 is my next best one. The only thing I'm going to do is just check that I don't have any triple roll attack vigor sets. So that's a double. Because that one rolled. That's one. Cool, no. Alright, sweet. So that's the best stuff I can get Senway in. All attack, but unfortunately I lose out on 15% attack here. Now, again, my focus over the next bit is going to be Summit Arena, not campaign. So if I was trying to do, um, well, actually, that is my full campaign team done anyway, so that's all right. Um, let's go have a look at my Summit Arena teams that I made. Can't even do it. All right, I'm going to have to go off memory. It should be very similar to my setup here. So we need to make sure we've got Kalaza, Artis, Boar, Bot Mark II made. Because that would be my throwaway team. So that is probably my other Summit Arena team. Another example of I can't actually show you what happened was with my Boar. He actually only had like 3 pieces of gear on him. I built him up at one point and then unbuilt him. Didn't even realize. So um, yeah, I was about to enter Boar into the Summit Arena with 3 pieces of gear on him. So Kalaza. So this guy's a bit different. He actually builds. I'm not going to go into his thing, but you basically want him in Gluttonous set, and you want him with as much crit damage as possible and a little bit of crit rate and as much attack as possible. So we're going to go through Gluttonous set first. And we're looking for anything that's got attack main stat. And then a bit of crit rate, crit damage underneath it. So that's pretty good. Right, so that's his boots. Crit rate. Yeah. Alright, so this one's got crit damage, X attack on it, which is the best piece. No, you can't come up. Come on, down, down. Wait. Alright. For here, I might leave that for now actually. We're looking for bit of crit rate. Attack and crit damage is probably my best one there. Crit rate attack. Crit rate double attack. Crit damage. Double crit rate. I might go double crit rate. Alright, so that's that done now. For gloves, no. I want to see what I've got for crit damage. All sets. He actually got that set for like a Randall. Crit damage, attack, and crit rate. Alright, I might buff his crit rate if I can find a good set. So we're looking for Sun Signet. That's good. It's not. That's not. Alright, cool. Alright. So that'll be the best. Like, I mean, it's a bit tricky with Plaza. It's not straightforward. It's just like pure attack. You need to find a balance somewhere between crit rate, crit damage, and attack. And the only thing you kind of need to know, and you should read into a bit more in depth, is that his crit rate builds up over time. So that should be good for Kalaza. Artis. All right, so he's a Vanguard. I use him to basically delay the enemy from getting to all my DPS champs. So although he's a defense-based champ, defense scales so badly in this that you're best off just building him HP with damage reduction boots. So we want damage reduction, vigorous set, and that is what we have to put him in. I mean, he can go in bluntness, but that's if you want to get a bit more damage out. Now we want HP percentage, and we want vigorous sets. Right, looking for the highest HP rolls. We'll just do a little test here. So this one's got no X HP on it, and it's got 6.8% bonus to HP, which brings us up to 795.8. And this one here has got 1 HP, but 2 X HP. So we go, so 795.8. Yeah, so we lost 4,000 HP then. So I don't think there would ever be a situation where you want to choose X HP. Cool. The only other subs that you want to consider with this guy is, and I should check on that other one, is damage reduction. Like, we didn't have any choice in there, we were limited to that equipment. But if you can find HP substat with damage reduction and then defense, so HP, damage reduction, double damage reduction with 1 HP, or so there's 2 pieces. I'm probably going to go for the damage reduction one. Yeah, it's like an extra 5% damage reduction, so we'll go for that one. And last but not least, 1 HP, so HP and then +1. One HP, 1 damage reduction. This one here. Cool. Alright, so we've got Artis, who is just designed to be a tank. Fully built out, 1.5 mil HP. What is up? Alright, Artis done. Oh, looks like we've got some company here. Knock it off. Stop it. All right, so Artist done. Next up, I think we're actually going to build Randall, because I use him as a delay in the enemy getting to me and just annoying their back line. So I don't build him for too much damage. So he goes in damage reduction boots. Crit rate. Looking for main stats of HP, or we don't have any HP, so defense. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So he's got a HP main stat, attack, damage reduction. Like, it's not a completely orthodox build, but hey, same deal. Defense with a bit of crit rate, crit damage, HP. That one's better. Right. We're looking for substats of damage reduction, really, is all we care about. Defense damage reduction. It's the best piece so far, and it matches the set. That's got a roll up in damage reduction. It's got defense. It's got 2 defense. And that's got crit rate. So we'll actually put those on. Okay. Oh, that's pretty good. Cool. I think that's going to be the piece that we're using. Now here, get damage reduction. 2. Okay, cool. All right, possibly a horrible build. But he's got really good damage reduction, like insane damage reduction. Roll him up to. And I wasn't really planning on doing this dude, but summon arena time, I need to do something. So yeah, possibly one of the worst built Randalls actually. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell with Randall. Next up, we are going for actually Liran is in there most likely. So damage. He's more of like I don't use him as a frontline tank. I don't think, but he's not a great healer either. All right. So he's got 9 HP. And yeah. Got a bit of defense on it. That's probably the best one. It's got a bit of damage reduction in it. Alright, and then so I've got no vigorous. Alright, looks like he's going to attack. Just want HP substats. I don't really care about matching. the sets with him because attack isn't going to make too much of a difference. I'm just looking for the highest HP roll, unless it's so close that it's just worth putting a bit of attack on him. All right, let's see. That's the one. Cool. It's not great. All right, boar. Maybe I'll see if I can put him in a. Because resist does come into play on PvP. So this will be the first time I've ever tried putting a resist. Oh, it's a shield set. Let's build resist. HP, HP, HP. So defense is better. Primarily looking for HP, followed by damage reduction, followed by defense. That's not bad. That's horrible. No good. Oh, see, that would be alright. Actually, that would be really good for PvP. Crit damage reduction, and HP would be sweet. Next attack. Can I roll damage reduction? Terrible. Cool. Oh no. Don't have enough pieces. Alright, let me try my luck. Oh, it's only a 2-piece set. That's a really bad piece. So let's see how I get some luck. I want gloves, weapon, no, I don't want helmet. Alright. Scrap. Oh, actually, no, it's only a 2-piece set, so we're still on track. Let's give that a go. So some damage reduction, some HP defense. That's the one. Double HP with damage reduction. Damage reduction. Damage reduction. That's no good. That's not too bad. Oh, it's attack. Alright, let's try different set here. So we know we don't have the isolated, we don't have vigorous. We want steady. It's not great, but right. We are struggling here. The HP percentage doesn't matter the set. Great. Oh wow, got no HP glove left. All right. So we want defense gloves. All right. Not much left to choose. All right. That's war. We're starting to struggle with gear now. All right. So we've got next up is this guy. So this guy needs maximum crit rate. So he needs. Where's talents done? Yeah. So he needs 95% crit rate. And then really after crit rate, he just needs a bit of survivability. No. That's amazing. That's perfect for him. Or yeah, no, that's just worth it. So you can either go for attack percentage or you can go for HP with this guy. And because we're aiming for Summon Arena, you actually kind of want him in HP if it's possible. But I've got literally nothing that looks good. Oh, that's not too bad. Bit of resist on him. Not the best, but we'll give it a crack. Again, if I was building him for PvE, that would be an attack piece headset. But because it's PvP, I need him in some sort of sustainability. And here, we're just looking for substat crit rate. And can we pair him in anything? Nope. That's not bad. Crit rate, crit damage, attack. Hmm. I think that's going to be his boots. Hmm. Okay, maybe he's going to this. All right, now we want to start building up the sets. So, again, this one crit rate is the most important thing. That's a pretty good piece. Well, sort of. Oh, okay, done that. So we have to change some stuff around if we can to try and get the sets, but the sets are not as important as getting the primary stats we want. We're at 5.8. Alright, so we lost some survivability. Lots. This is now a PvE build. We're still at 95% crit rate. Hmm. I think we're gonna have to settle with that. Oh, it's such low HP. All right, Botmar, somewhat happy. So that should be everyone. Oh, I haven't built Taylor. All right. So Taylor is 70. Wait, I'll go 75% crit rate is my goal, and then as much crit damage in him as possible with a bit of attack. If you put him in gluttony, let's give it a crack. Man, I am strapped for gear, that's for sure. All right. Oh, I don't think gluttony is going to be possible. Oh, that's bad. That's why you don't roll up all the way. Um, no, I really got no crit damage on him. Actually, doesn't anything to care about the crit rate. Actually, we're at the crit rate we need now, so crit damage. What's set with the versatile doesn't matter. Can swap this out. Nope. Alright, so it's looking for whatever's got crit rate, crit damage. Alright, not the greatest tailor in the world, that is for sure. Think. Alright, anyway, we'll leave it there. I don't really need to gear up all my heroes. This is me just getting ready for Summon Arena. I'm going to have to go through and figure out who's going in the rest of my team. But yeah, the last ones that I'll gear might be Muka, Polano, Um, Anaruda, Oyster, Hypnosis. I think that will be my team. But yeah, cool. All right. I hope that gearing tutorial helped out a bit. I don't have end game stuff for my free to play again week. I did the math wrong in the one before, so I'm at day 38. So I'm actually sitting in week 6 at the moment. So another couple of weeks, and I'll have a bit more gear. And yeah. But anyway, cheers for chilling in. Best of luck in the Summit Arena, and enjoy gearing your champs.